I got sent a new hands-free dog walking system and I tried it out and I actually really like it, but there is a catch. I'm going to use this one when I'm taking one of my three dogs on an adventure. I'm not going to use this for taking two or three of them out at the same time. And that is specifically because it attaches to the front here instead of both of my hips. And I don't like the idea of with my specific dogs. I do not hold that for all dogs. But with my specific dogs, I don't want them pulling on one specific place with me and then attached to one singular leash and on a coupler divided so that they can't tangle. I don't like that for my dogs. It works better when I have them on the hips. So this is for my single dog adventures. So let's take a look at what this one looks like. My biggest like for this is the back. So you can kind of see how we've got that nice little pack. It's a nice little brace on the back, so it goes pretty high, meaning it's not just going to pull on one section of my back. It's not going to mess with my spine too much. So when my dogs are walking around, when we're doing things, if one walks faster than me or if I walk faster than them, it is not going to yank on me and cause any problems because it has that bigger back. It is attached again to that single front point. And the cool thing about this is that I can actually undo it, and these can actually kind of move around. Now the clip on this is really nice because all I have to do is pinch it and it comes apart. So that is going to be really good for quick release. I've actually seen people complain about these, like they can't figure out how to get it undone. All you have to do is literally just pinch and it's undone. It's the easiest clip I have seen on one of these harnesses. I really, really like it because it stays really easily. My hair's in the way. It stays really easily, but it's also really easy to get that undone. So we've got the clips here, and then it goes around to the side. We've got some places that I can attach things to. I also have this zipper pouch where I can be putting my phone. So I have the ability to put poop bags. I can put my phone in there. I can put all the things that I need. The thing I don't like about this is the leash. This is a bungee leash, and those typically aren't the best for most dogs. So I would actually probably swap this out with another type of leash. I did try it with this one, not my favorite, but they do have the clips on either end. So you kind of have to watch for that or get some kind of carabiner to clip it onto your dog's leash so that you can function with that. But it does have a traffic handle. It's a padded traffic handle, which I really do like. So aside from, and actually two traffic handles, and it does also function as a seatbelt. But I don't like the bungee here. If it were me, I would do away with that. So then let's take a look at the back of this. This is really nice because it is padded. So you can see this is really nice, really wide. It's going to function with a lot of what I have to do here. I can unzip it and pop my phone in there, or I can pop my poop bags in there and it zips on both sides. So no matter where I have to reach it, I'm going to be able to do that. It does then have the clips at the bottom. These are sewn in really nice, and I'm not worried about that going anywhere. We've got more zippers over here as well. So I have zippers here, and I've got zippers on the side so that I can tuck keys, phone, whatever I'm going to need in there. We've also got that on the other side. And then it does go through all the way so that I can tuck the straps in there. So this is adjustable for your size, and then you just tuck the rest of it in there, and you can tuck it all the way through if you need to. So this is a really nice little belt that I'm going to be able to use to take my dogs on their walk. I used it in the park the other day and it worked really well for Gemma. The only thing that I would change about this is that I would really like for it to have clips on either hip so I can use it with both my dogs, because honestly, I like this one better than my other harness just for this part, for the framing of it. It sits a little bit higher. My other one sits a little bit lower. So this is like nice and tight. I can still function with my pockets if I have other things here. If I'm wearing some kind of belt bag, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to work with those and to get into my pockets in my pants. So if I'm pulling out my phones to film and all that stuff, I like this one because it sits higher. And because it sits higher, it just makes me glide a little bit easier. It's easier to walk, whereas the other one sits lower and it doesn't really mess with my gait, but it could on some people. So I really, really like this one. I would want clips on either side, and I would want a non-bungee leash, and I would want it to be able to be a dual dog system right out of the gate without me having to do extra work. But other than that, really like it. Very comfortable. It is going to be really good because it's water resistant. So if you're sweating or if you're like out in the elements, it's not going to be super wet and icky. It's going to be really easy for you to take care of. So I would give this probably an 8 out of 10. And if I had those couple features on the hips and we didn't have the bungee leash and it was more of a dual dog system, it would be my top choice for this. I really love this one. I'm going to go ahead and link it down below for you if this is something you want. And let me know, what other harnesses should we be trying out and what other tips and tricks do you need for taking your dogs on adventures, from jumping in the car and driving around and traveling and going on vacations to going to the park and going on walks and doing adventures around the different times of the year. This is the channel for you to be. My girls love this one so far, and I can't wait to continue to move it more. Super super excited to be testing this out for the company that sent this to me just for a review on this. So, really like this one. Do recommend. Again, 8 out of 10. They made a couple tweaks. I would give it a 10 out of 10. Let me know what you think. And if you're going to try this down below, do let me know. We'll see you next one.